And now, from the Matzo Ballroom of Lee Fong Wo's Old English Pub, in the second floor penthouse, high above the beautiful downtown Bakersfield bus terminal, we proudly present that famed international review, Wrinkles, the laughing version. But first, folks, here's a commercial to get our show off to a flying stop.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dan Rowan.
You can't say that.
I can and did. In fact, I can say it again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dan Rowan.
You can say it, but you'd be wrong. I'm Dan Rowan.
What a coincidence that there's two of us here with the same name.
It's no coincidence. I'm Dan Rowan, you're Dick Martin, and I'm the one with the mustache.
Well, if I grow a mustache, can I be Dan Rowan?
Why do you want to be Dan Rowan?
I want to avoid confusion. I don't want the ladies to be confused.
I don't want to hear the rest of this.
Last night, I was visiting this lady, and all of a sudden this guy busts through the door and says, "I'm the lady's husband."
Well, what did you say?
Good evening. My name is Dan Rowan.
Let's go to the party, Dick.
Let's go.
Okay.
Say that swimming is good for your figure.
Have you ever seen a duck?
I don't know.
Hey, Beth, I just bought a pair of alligator shoes for $125.
For $125, my alligator can go barefoot.
You know, if Queen Elizabeth married Steve McQueen, she'd be Queen McQueen.
Steve.
What do you get when you cross a chicken with a racing form?
Why, a chicken that lays odds?
Hey, that's a chicken joke.
My daughter says that ever since the outlawed prayer in school, the convent just isn't the same.
Did you know that Michelangelo painted the entire Sistine Chapel on his back?
Did he wash off when he took a shower?
The Maharishi says, a closed mouth gathers no foot.
Buy for your spouse. It'll be a wonderful trade.
When marriage is outlawed, only outlaws will have in-laws.
Very interesting.
The Lord loveth a cheerful giver, but he'll also take from a grouch.
If you love peace and
When you're down and troubled and you need some loving care and nothing is going right, well, you just close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running just to see you again. Don't you know now, winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. Hey, ain't it good to know that you've got a friend? 'Cause people can be so cold.
They'll hurt you, yes, and desert you.
They'll take your soul if you let them. Oh yeah, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, 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 and running to see you again, just to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Winter, spring, summer, or fall.
All you gotta do
is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. You've got a friend now. You've got a friend. Oh, baby, ain't it good to know you've got a friend?
You got a friend.
You got a friend.
The world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. Would you like to play post office? Would you like to play spin the bottle? Would you like to play doctor?
I had a hammer in the
this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Ooh, I have song, I sing it in the morning, I sing it in the evening, all over this land. I sing out danger, I sing out a warning, I sing out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Ooh, I got a hammer and I got a bell and I got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land.
Vanity. Today I looked in the mirror. Geez, what a sight. How is it possible I got so old overnight? I felt young for so long I never gave it a thought. And what I put on my face was just stuff that I bought. If I'd remember, I'd slather crap on from Jergens and Pond's, and sometimes Avon, but mostly the lotions just stayed on the shelf. And I kind of let nature take care of itself. But nature's funny. Take sun, wind, and weather. When added to time, it tends to make leather. So what I see in the mirror just makes me recoil. All this time, what I needed was just plain neat's foot oil.
It's time now for the Laugh-In New Talent Department, when we spotlight stars of tomorrow, today, from everywhere. All right, who's first in our new talent?
I am the very model of a modern Major General. I am the true master of what is animal and mineral. I fight the present histories from paradoxical to sparks of Aristophanes.
Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Come on, baby, let's do the. And it goes like that.
Wild thing, you make my heart sing.
our tribute to a most noble and often maligned creature. For some reason, people are always making fun, and I just don't understand because they're just so adorable and fuzzy. But now, we're here tonight to pay tribute. Here's our salute to the chicken.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Because he knew that North Korea's long-distance missiles couldn't reach that far.
Wait a minute. Was that a chicken joke?
You bet your sweet Bippy!
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Well, his friends were doing it.
Hey, why did the blind man cross the road?
Why?
Well, he was following his seeing eye chicken. Wait a minute. That was another chicken joke. You bet your sweet Bippy.
Why did the dirty old rooster cross the road? He wanted to see a chicken strip.
Why did the turkey cross the road?
Why?
Because he wanted to prove that he wasn't chicken.
Why did the chicken cross the road, roll around in the dirt, and then cross the road again? Because he was a dirty double crosser.
Wait a minute. Was that another chicken joke?
You bet your sweet Bippy!
Oh.
Why does a chicken coop only have 2 doors? Why? Because if it had 4, it would be a chicken sedan.
Look that up in your fucking wagon.
Why did the chicken cross the playground? Why? To get to the other slide.
Why did the chicken cross the state lines?
Why?
He wanted to get out of Kentucky.
Galveston, oh Galveston, I can hear your sea winds blowing, while I see her dark eyes glowing. She was 21 when I left Galveston. Galveston, oh Galveston, I can hear her sea waves crashing, while I hear the cannons flashing. I clean my gun and dream of Galveston. I still see her standing by the water, standing there looking out to sea. And is she waiting there for me on the place where we used to run? Galveston, oh Galveston, I am so afraid of dying before I dry the tears she's crying, before I see your seabirds flying in the sun at Galveston, at Galveston.
This is your wrinkled up show announcer. And boy, do I have an earache. Reminding you that it's time for a friendly fable featuring the Farkle family.
Hi, I'm Frank Farkle, father of the Farkle family, and owner of the family restaurant Farkle's famous Frankfurters and Fries.
I'm his friend Frank's faithful, fastidious wife, Fanny. Oh, and I'm a great, fabulous cook.
Well, hello. I'm Fern Barfield.
Fern.
The Farco family neighbor and family friend.
I'm Felicia, the foxy pretty daughter of Fanny and Frank.
I'm Fanny Farkle's favorite fearless son, Mark Farkle.
I'm the fizzy, feisty spark of Frank and Fanny's eyes. Sparkle, Farkle!
I'm Fritz Farkle, the fickle, fiendishly handsome son of Frank and Fanny.
And we're the Farkle twins, Simon and Gar Farkle. And we love to eat at Farkle's famous Frankfurters and fries.
Good. Our restaurant is fabulous.
Fun.
Flaky.
Fresh.
Festive.
Funky.
Fishy.
Fancy.
Fine.
Boozy.
Full.
Friendly.
Funky.
Flounder.
Fragrant.
Flashy.
Handy and dandy.
Fatty.
Risky.
Funky.
Fruity.
And finally, folks, come on down and visit us at the Farkle's famous Frankfurters and Fries, where we're located at the corner of First and Franklin and beautiful downtown Fresno. Why, it's delicious!
He said, she said. He said, I remembers back in 72, and it was me and Jim and Mike and you. She said it weren't 72, it was 73. And it was Mike and Jim and you and me. He said, seems the weather was fine, cool, and clear as a bell. She said, it was muggy and buggy and hotter than hell. He said, and as I recall, the Brazos was low and the water was muddy and moving real slow. She said, oh, pard, your recaller is a natural disaster. For the Pecos was flooded and never moved faster. He said, we was driving this big herd of them noble longhorn. She said, the most worthless and ornery old cow ever born. He said, and with me as a ramrod, why, it was sure enough clear we'd make Abilene and not lose a steer. She said, but we's headed for Wicked, and Mike was the boss, and we drowned half the cattle, the cook, and a hoss. He said, but I'm proud to recall all the money we made. She said, we went broke on the deal after wages were paid. He said, well, here's one thing that ain't up for debate. Conditions were good and the grub was first rate. She said, well, the bacon was rancid. There were bugs in the beans and the choya tore holes in all of our jeans. He said, but the wages were good, 30 and found. She said, well, you spent more on your saddle and that horse that you drowned. He said, you remember that day when I made that great cast with my trusty riata and eyes tied hard and fast? She said, I remember a wreck and the sound of your wail as that steer drug your horse half a mile up the trail. He said, well, I believe you're mistaken. Why, your eyesight is poor. She said, yeah, my eyes ain't seen that much blood since the war. He said, well, I believe I'm a hero, for 'twas me saved old Jim that day he forgot that he couldn't swim. She said, oh, pard, your recaller is a natural. No, that's the wrong line. She said, pard, you got a quaint view. Hey, that's the line about this here drive, 'cause it was you that the Hefe plucked out alive. He said, well, you got to admit, we made a great pair. She said, shoot, more I think on it, you weren't even there.
No sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness when she's away. No sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. Is she going to stay? Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Well, I know. Well, you better leave the young thing alone. 'Cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away.
Would you like to call me sweetie? Would you like to call me cutie? Would you like to call me an ambulance?
So tell me, Beverly, are you an Okie?
No, but my mama was.
That's good enough for me.
They don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. They don't take no trips on LSD. They don't burn their draft cards down on Main Street. 'Cause they like living right and being free. I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. We still burn Old Glory down at the Brain House, but lightning's still the biggest thrill of all.
We don't make the party out of loving. We like holding hands and pitching moves. We don't let our hair grow long and shaggy, like the hippies up in San Francisco do.
Leather boots are still the style for manly footwear. Beads and Roman sandals won't be seen. Football's still the roughest thing on campus, but the kids all still respect the college dean. I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse, and white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse, Oklahoma, USA.
And we
Still wave a glory down at the courthouse in Bakersfield, California, USA.
I was born in Florida. What's that pitch and woo stuff? Is that like horseshoes or something?
Come on, cowboy, I'll show you.
Same old silver curl.